Jayden, what are we doing?
We are discussing about Sonic X Shadow Generations, Sonic Movie 3, banger movie that will be, I hope, and something serious regarding Sonic Movie 3 that I have to discuss about. Yeah, we are mostly going to be discussing about banger stuff, and we are excited for it.
All right, let's do it.
It's me, Mario and the gang, you probably know my name. And so we start the game, jumping high, ducking low, from the sky to the ocean. How come Peach can't stop being stolen? Need a Firefly or star power now for Bowser. Koopa Troopa, Super Goomba, soon to lose a life. It's me and Peach and Luigi, so you know, stop and don't rock and roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, so Sonic X Shadow Generations, that was real. That was a legitimate. I don't know.
Legitimately.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to really say the full word. I just know legit. So that has been a legit and confirmed rumor slash leak, and yeah.
I mean, we did get proof from the officials, so yeah, it
Well,
was
I
true.
mean, the website was up, so yeah, it had to be real.
Yeah,
And
that.
yeah, it is fucking real. I cannot believe it. Sonic Generations is getting a remaster of all games.
Yeah, if you ask me, it's a game that does not really need a remaster because not only does it still get support to this day, but literally nothing but for the past games has been nothing but nostalgic pandering. Even Frontiers, and you and I both love the living shit out of that game.
Yeah. In my humble opinion, Sonic Generations is the game that needed a remaster the least because, like, what can you do to, like, possibly the most flawless, most flaw-free time game that has the least problems of all time, you know, and the one that has the most support by the fans, especially with the mod. So, just remastering the game now, it's just like, why? There's so many other Sonic games that deserve that treatment more than Generations. That's like probably the most lamest, most safe choice they could have ever done with remastering another Sonic game after the dumpster fire that was Sonic Colors Ultimate.
Yeah, and aside from Lost World of all games, Generations was like the last one to be visually impressive and was like perfectly flawless in terms of graphics and gameplay.
I mean, in my opinion, this is a very hot take, but I don't even think the game looks that good. Like it looks nowhere near as great as Sonic Unleashed. Everything just looks so.
Yeah, that is true, but the game still does look good for the most part. But of course, not as good as the peak that is Sonic
Yeah,
Unleashed, the best Sonic.
everything just looks so washed, and boring.
And probably because we're in the white limbo for the majority of the
Yeah,
game.
and also the style of the game doesn't really stand out either. It's just kind of like a mix between realism and fantasy, which it should be good, but I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't know. It just seems safe to me.
And they didn't really just thought it out all that well, I guess.
Yeah, so Sonic Generations getting a remaster is it's a pretty dumb decision to do regarding everything that I already spoken of. So yeah, it exists, and I'll most likely not get it.
And I probably will get it just to see what's up, but I'm not really going to be expecting much from the remaster considering Colors Ultimate. But yeah, this one, the difference is that this one's actually being made by Sonic Team themselves, while Colors Ultimate just had them randomly switch to a different engine, being the Blind Squirrel engine.
Yeah. And thank goodness those guys aren't there because man, they seriously botched one of the most liked Sonic games by the general audience and critics ever. And the fact that they like butchered it, like everything about it, it's just like, guys, why even do this?
God.
Yeah. So Anyway, yeah. So the Sonic Generations remaster. I mean, what the fuck do you want me to say? It looks exactly the same. Which
Yeah, like there's really nothing to it. I mean, aside from of course the shadow bit, which we will get into, but just looking at the actual gameplay, it literally looks like the same damn thing except widescreen and just I guess better looking. But even then, it's just pretty much nothing for the most
I
part.
have two questions with this being the remaster of Sonic Generations. One, is this old? Is this like old gameplay of the game of the original Sonic Generations? Because again, it looks exactly the same, no changes at all.
Probably is for the trailer, but like from the actual like look of it, it could be like just standard gameplay, and the actual game when it comes out later this year could be better looking, quote
Well,
unquote.
Josh,
But from here, the trailer just doesn't look anything new or
yeah, but
fresh.
Josh, the thing is that I think that entire footage was the remaster because in one of the screenshots of the game, uh, Sonic's shadow, like his actual shadow in City Escape, the quality of the shadow is like worse. It's like it's more pixelated. Which I don't really remember that being in the original game, so I don't know what's up with that.
I mean, it's been a while since I played Generations, so I don't really remember how the shadow looked
Yeah,
originally.
but if this is really what the remaster of this game is going to look like, then how the hell did this game look and plays exactly the same as the original game? Because they don't have the Hedgehog Engine 1 anymore, which is what this game is made on. So what the fuck did they do to do that? If that's really how the game is, like I don't get it.
But that's just even less of a excuse to even remaster this game to begin with.
Yeah, like if they could honestly just port the game to modern consoles, then why couldn't they just do that with Sonic Unleashed instead?
The game that actually does deserve a
Oh
remaster.
wait, because they're just too much of cowards to actually do as what the fans want. Because Sonic Unleashed sucks because Werehog said by IGN.
Yeah, the people that we were supposed to be ignoring from the freaking start.
Rip Unleashed remaster.
I mean, I still don't want to let my hopes sink, but even then, I don't. It's not happening anytime soon. We know that for sure.
Yeah. So far, remaster seems pretty mid because barely, if not anything at all, has been changed. At least Colors Ultimate had more effort to it as a remaster, even though the quality is way worse.
At least it kind of deserved the title remaster a little bit more, while this just looks like the same damn game.
Yes, it does. So anyway, guys, now we're going to be talking about the more interesting part of this otherwise pretty lame remaster.
Yeah, the thing that people won't stop talking about, especially with, well, we'll get into it, but there's a lot that to unravel here.
I mean, and it's for a good reason because it's actually interesting because it's new,
Right.
and that is the entirety of the Shadow the Hedgehog part of Sonic X Shadow Generations. I don't like that title at all.
And I still refuse to call it that. The only time I will refer to it that way is during like YouTube titles or something, or just like when I'm texting it, because I refuse to say that title with my mouth.
Yeah, that title is disgusting.
Ugh, you got it.
But anyway, so it happens that Sonic Team is making an entirely new story campaign for, specifically for Shadow the Hedgehog, where he will most likely revisit his past memories and his enemies. And the biggest example of that being Black Doom.
Yes, the character that I never thought I'd see in the series
Yeah,
again.
or Doom's Eye, for the nerdy people. But yeah, Black Doom is back, and I hope that the same voice actor that played Goku is still in this role.
Same here, despite me not being that much of a fan, or not even caring that much for him or the game he made his debut in. But whatever.
Yeah, it's not much to say other than holy shit, it looks so fucking great with the game's graphics and art direction, I guess, which I don't like to say that, but you know,
Well, it's true. So you'd have to say it.
yeah, but it does look really impressive, especially with the animations. And
Right.
speaking of animations, I like the part where Shadow just comes in the intro cutscene of Sonic Generation. That was clever.
Yes. And that just changed everything.
And the
That's the moment that just really made us lose our shits.
and the music too.
I cannot stop listening to the.
It's so Shadow the Hedgehog-y.
About time they gave Shadow another theme
Yeah. And
and another active role in a game since Forces, I guess.
Forces. And premise of the entirety of the campaign of Shadow the Hedgehog is basically Shadow Generations, and this entire mode is basically a sequel to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and this really has me believing that Sega really just decided to pull off their own version of what Nintendo did with Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, with Bowser's Fury.
Yep, they just ported a game and added a whole new campaign, which is exactly what's happening here.
Huh. I guess say does what Nin does.
Sega does what Nintendo does.
Ironic, right?
Yep.
So yeah, graphics slash presentation looked great. Premise is perfect. Black Doom returning is sick. And now we're getting to the gameplay and the levels, which we didn't get much of, but it pretty much looks like cyberspace from Sonic Frontiers, but probably better because one, it's original, and two, Shadow.
It has levels that fans actually care about more.
Yeah, facts. And of course, because totally no one saw this coming, people were complaining that, oh, it plays just like Sonic Forces or Sonic Frontiers. It plays exactly the same. Oh, that's bad.
We barely saw any bit of the gameplay.
And I'm like, guys, listen, cyberspace is not great, but ever since they added the spin dash, it became a lot better. And I think they could very easily just improve that gameplay style into this new Shadow game that they're making.
Side tangent, but yeah, the updates for Frontiers really just fixed the game and just really saved it in a way.
Well, they didn't fix nor save the game, but they made it even better than it already was.
I mean, yeah, the game wasn't broken. I will correct that, but they really just, added a lot more oomph to the game.
Yeah, even though there was already a lot more oomph than any other Sonic game in the entire existence besides Unleashed, I guess. And there's not much to say other than it looks cool. The gameplay looks cool. I just hope that the jumping is a lot better to turn because in Frontiers, especially in cyberspace, it's like impossible to do that. So I really hope they.
Yeah, I want to actually control a player when I jump this time.
Yeah, that's honestly really my only gripe with cyberspace because other than that, I like it. I think it's fun, especially with the spin dash, which is the best spin dash we have ever gotten since Classic Sonic and Sonic Generations, and since Sonic Adventure with the 3D spin dash or spam dash as they say it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people call Frontier spin dash to be the spin boost, which, yeah, it pretty much is.
That's an accurate way to put it.
Yeah. Graphics slash presentation slash art direction or style is great. Music is great. Gameplay looks fine. Uh, Animations are fantastic. They are really impressive. They seem to go up and like up and beyond. Is that how you say it? Towards the game,
Yeah,
and it's
or I guess Infinity and Beyond, but I don't know.
bruh.
Had to do it. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, this is the only part of the entirety of Sonic X Shadow Generations that is actually worth it.
Yep. I mean, if you're just looking for something new and fresh, you could play the Shadow bit, but we don't really know how long it's going to be.
Yeah,
But
and
at a
yeah,
decent
and I
length.
am 1,000% sure that I will like the Shadow campaign more than the entirety of Sonic Generations. So there's that.
I mean, I do like
Me too.
Generations, but not as much as most people do.
Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's very overrated, and brought some stuff to the franchise that wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily the best of the decisions, like classic Sonic.
Yep. Green Hill.
Yeah, nostalgia, pandering, reuse stages, like themes, and classic Sonic being in every game ever made in the entire history of video games. Okay, that's not true. It's a it's hyperbole, but still.
Right.
And yeah, overall, it looks great, and it's the only part of this entire project that is worth the money for. So now we're getting to something else, which is the fact that they finally revealed the title for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, aka Sonic Adventure 2, the movie.
Now, this is where the juicy stuff kicks in.
Dude, that teaser is a fucking banger. That rendition of Live and Learn is the best one ever.
Yes, and I think Johnny from Crush 40 actually confirmed that he is working on some of the music tracks for movie 3.
Which is pretty great.
Yep, because, I mean, it's going to be based off Sonic Adventure 2, and what's Sonic Adventure 2 without Crush 40?
Yes, City Escape, Live and Learn, and that's it.
Yep.
I can't wait to see Arya getting shot.
Yep, just like what everyone else said.
Dude, we are so back. That is going to be the title of this video. We are so back.
Yep.
The pack is back.
Goes chomping at his feet, Pack's our hero.
Such a fucking banger, bro.
Yep.
Peakest intro ever made. Nothing can top it. 12,
Yep.
12 out of 10. Best thing ever.
Yep.
And yeah, the Sonic Movie 3 logo looks fucking sick. My there are three main different versions of the logo, and I think the one that they show is the best one.
Yep, it is. Because at least it shows, like, how things, I mean, not really, but it feels like it kind of shows how things are going to go down and how just, it's going to look when we see it on a theater screen.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick. And random thing to point out, but like the quills of Sonic and Shadow being there, and like the teaser, like the 3D model, that kind of it looks like a Beyblade.
Of course you do that.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't know. It just looks very. I don't know. It just looks like a Beyblade to me. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, music is sick. Crush 40 being in the movie is sick. Um, the music is sick. Logo is sick. Shadow is sick. Everything is sick. Except COVID. That's actually sick.
Yep.
But now we're getting to the most serious topic about this video. So if you want to not hear me talk about genocide, boycotting, then yeah, you better click off, bitch, because this is the real shit comes in.
Well, This is going to be a bit of a different taste.
Yeah, I will basically I will basically ramble on about this thing that is happening right now. So, if you're not aware towards the world right now, recently Israel, I think that's how you say that in English. I checked.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that is how you say it.
yeah, they pretty much committed a mass genocide against Gaza or just Palestinian people in general, even though they're innocent, while Israel is the one that is being the villain in all of this. And apparently, Paramount Canada, to be more specific, is basically supporting Israel instead of Palestinian people. And my take on this is, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Kinda, or pretty much, rather. I don't know why I said kinda, when that is pretty serious.
Yeah, I have no idea why they admitted to this. This is messed up. This is fucked up. And I don't entirely blame people for trying to boycott Paramount and making them go bankrupt and not consuming their products or just not even supporting them. That is entirely understandable and justifiable. There is a perfectly valid reason to do that, and yeah, uh, uh, you know, fuck Paramount for that. I don't even care about the studio, and I barely, if not, consume the brand at all. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm still going to watch Star Movie 3, and I'm not just going to pirate the movie online like how I do with other movies and shows. I will see it in the theaters or cinema rather, where I live. And before you guys accuse me of saying, "Oh my God, Jayden, you are supporting Paramount and Israel." No, no, no. No, I'm not. Trust me, guys, I'm not. I am perfectly aware that that whole thing with Paramount supporting them, Israel, that is entirely messed up. It is entirely fucked up, rather. And I do not condone to any of that. And again, fuck Paramount. I hope you guys succeed in boycotting them and making them and making them go bankrupt because they they don't they don't they don't deserve support or cash after what they said. But to me, yes, that is messed up. But I still want to watch Star Movie 3, especially in a theater, because it's the best way to watch a movie in general. It's where.
Yeah, and when you're watching a movie at a movie theater, are you even actually supporting the company who made it and not just giving the money to like the movie theater you're watching it
Yeah,
at?
good point. Wouldn't that be the case?
Exactly. Like there are so many people making these statements like, "Oh, if you go watch the movie at a theater, you're promoting the studio who made said movie." But not exactly. We're technically supporting the movie theater that we are watching said movie at.
Yeah. And besides, the Sonic Movie 3 team has nothing to do with Paramount as a company. Okay? So
Exactly.
so technically we are supporting the right people of Paramount instead of the corporate side of the company. So
Yeah, and besides, it's not like the whole company is involved with the Sonic movies.
yeah, it's not all they make, guys. They made Transformers, they made TMNT. So, you know, um, yeah. So don't try to be a dick, be an asshole with people that are most likely going to see this in theaters, and just saying, "Oh my God, you are supporting Israel, you are supporting Paramount." No, we're not. We are just excited to see this movie, and we're going to see it in the best way possible to get the best experience of in a movie theater slash cinema. So shut the fuck up. Don't make these false these false accusations slash allegations at us, because what we are doing is not what you think we're doing. Not everyone is going to change their minds about anything, and you cannot make everyone change their minds, because it's impossible. There will always be a person that no matter what, they will support this company. So I'm sorry, guys, but it doesn't matter. They will still make bank either way. Like, guys, you are not going to make them bankrupt. Come on now, they are way too big for that. Way too big of a company for for all that. So yeah,
Now, mind if I add my 2 cents into this whole dispute?
go for it.
Now, of course, Paramount's not in the right for supporting Israel, a company of genocide. But even then, when people say shit like, "Oh, this company supports this," and "Oh, you shouldn't really support them," I mean, is that really something to really detain other people about when they like something? Like, imagine the amount of kids that are going to be watching Sonic Movie 3. I said this in a tweet, but I still live up to the most of the things I said. Like, kids are not really going to know what's going on because, they're not like us who just try to keep up with all the news, every piece of media and news as much as possible. But are people really gonna act this way in front of children? Like, sure, if you don't want to support the company, don't do it. But you can't take the fun out of other people who do want to enjoy the film, despite the company having some serious allegations.
Yeah, and you can pirate the movie if you want. I do it all the time, but I won't be doing that for Time Movie 3, because I want to see this in the best way possible, which is always a movie theater slash cinema, because well, it's where all the best times show in a movie, with people cheering, laughing, crying even. So shut the fuck up about all of this. We are not bad guys. We are not bad people. We are not supporting bad businesses or countries or all that. We are just there just to enjoy a silly cartoon movie about a blue and black hedgehog. Okay? So again, shut the fuck up, you sensitive pieces of shit assholes. You dicks. There. I ranted.
And also, it's like, especially me, because when I go to the theaters, I watch a lot of movies made by Paramount, and I'm sure like millions of other people have done the same. So, would it really make much of a difference if we did not or did actually go to the theater to see Sonic
No,
Movie 3,
because not
despite.
everyone is going to change their minds, Josh. So there's that.
Well, of course.
So yeah, don't be an asshole. Don't be annoying about all that with other people that are genuinely excited to see this product coming to life by Paramount in the movie theater. So, if they don't want to boycott Paramount or pirate the movie, then just let them be. Don't be assholes about it. Don't be dicks about it. Just let them be.
Right.
I will see this movie in the theater. I will. Okay, I will.
We will.
Yeah, and besides, I don't even go to um to movie theaters anymore, because well, I just don't care that much about movies anymore. The only films that I go for theaters slash cinema are the Sonic movies, because I want to see them and watch them in the best way possible. So it's not like I've been consuming Paramount either, because it is only the three films
And yeah, this movie is featuring a character that you and I and many others cherished for many years. So of course we're gonna see this movie. We want to support the franchise that this character is from, not the actual company. Cause yeah, like why wouldn't we watch this movie? We are Sonic fans.
Yeah. So don't be dicks about it. If they don't want to do some boycotting, then don't just choke on them, okay? Leave them alone. Leave them be. Leave me alone. Leave Joshua alone. Leave anybody that don't care about this alone. Because again, not everyone is going to do what you will like them to do. That's not how the world works. You fucking idiots.
Uh-huh.
And I think I've done everything I wanted to say. I think I made my point.
Well, all right. I mean, I don't know if this is really something I would talk about in a video, but it's better to get someone else to do all the work anyway.
Yeah, at least Jayden got an entire separate section of the video. Jayden, your your favorite character from Joshua Laura.
Yep.
Even though nobody said that, but hey, I'm trying here.
Well, you put your effort into it. That's what matters.
Yepperoni and cheese. Now that that's out of the way, dude, we are so back. Sonic Movie 3, Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Shadow Man, finally, you are cool again.
God,
You matter again.
the Sonic Renaissance continues on for generations to come. And I'm done. I'm done with everything.
Yeah, please stop.
It was right there. I had to do it, but I feel like it kind of feels like I was forced at gunpoint to say that.
Yeah, even though nobody was doing that but yourself, bitch.
Ha.
Anyway, I like how we got a horror movie 3 teaser that everyone's talking about, especially about Shadow, on the 30th anniversary of Knuckles the Echidna being made, which is sad.
Yeah, but at the same time, we were also getting a Knuckles show, but for some reason, Paramount is all hush hush about that one.
Yeah, still no information about that show, but honestly, it'll probably be.
Should we really be expecting anything from the show after all? Because from what we've heard, it's just mostly going to involve Knuckles and Wade. So yeah, I don't really expect the
Yes,
show to
my
be.
favorite Sonic duo, Knuckles the Echidna and a guy named Wade from the Sonic movies. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll most likely.
Should we really expect anything grand from said
Yeah,
show?
it'll most likely be made.
It kind of makes sense as to why why Paramount is all quiet
Yeah, because
about
it's
it.
not a big deal. It's just Knuckles and Wade. That's it. So it'll most likely be pre-made. Unlike Time Movie 3, which the movie will be sick. And yes, I did see the leaked storyboard of the final battle of Time Movie 3, or at least some scenes of it. I'm not gonna say it here for obvious reasons, but it looks pretty sick. I love what I saw, and yeah, I really hope that this movie delivers, and I hope that they actually show us a 12-year-old girl getting shot by the bullets.
Me too.
Ah man, everyone, like the parents and casual people, will be so confused as to why everyone is just cheering by this 12-year-old girl who was innocent getting shot by gun.
Well, unfortunately, you'd have to be a Sonic fan to know that. And the girl that's gonna be playing as Maria, does she really have any idea what she's about to get herself
Oh
into?
god, imagine her reaction.
Like when she reads the script and reads the part where Maria gets shot.
Well, there goes a 12 year old girl who has space AIDS.
R.I.P.
RIPP.
No.
Yeah, wow, wow. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. That's all we wanted to speak about. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to not miss any future videos going forward. And you know, I'm saying this because Joshua needs support because he's the one that actually deserves it, and not a company that pretty much supports mass genocide against innocent people. So there's that.
Thank you, Jayden.
Pepperoni and cheese. Whoop. Ya boy out.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.